Once you reach the age of 65, your mortality from a fall that results in a broken hip or femur, there's a 15 to 30% chance you'll be dead within a year.
What do you think why I'm working out every day? What do you think why I'm pumping iron? Why I'm lifting this hundreds and hundreds of pounds? Should death ever come to me, I will battle him and destroy him and terminate him. That is as simple as that.
If you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, this is not just a warning, it's a wake-up call. Weak legs are one of the earliest and most dangerous signs of aging. They lead to falls, fatigue, poor balance, even blood sugar problems. And here's the truth no one talks about. Falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death in seniors over 65.
It's very underappreciated what frailty does to an aging individual, and what sarcopenia, loss of muscle mass, does to an aging person, and what it is about falling that is so devastating to an older person.
But here's the good news. It's never too late to rebuild strength. Whether you've been active your whole life or you're just starting now, you can protect your legs, your independence, and your future. In this video, we'll reveal 4 powerful leg exercises backed by Dr. Peter Attia and Arnold Schwarzenegger. But make sure you stay until the end, because exercise number 1 is the real game changer, and you can do it without a gym or any equipment. Exercise number 4. Strength training. Strength training is the cornerstone of lifelong fitness, and no one models this better than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Even after multiple heart surgeries, shoulder repairs, and decades of wear and tears, Arnold still trains every single day. But he doesn't lift like he did in his 30s. He trains smarter, not harder. Today his routine is machine-based, lighter weights, higher reps, and a faster pace to keep his heart rate up and joints protected.
I'm not really training that heavy anymore. After my heart surgery, I was advised not to train heavy and not to do any more going for 3 reps and the heaviest weight and all that stuff. So I do more kind of lighter weights and more reps.
He focuses on full body movements, aiming for 25 to 30 total sets in about 45 minutes, covering every major muscle group, especially the legs. And here's something important to remember. Strength is all relative. It's not about pushing like you did in your 20s or 30s. It's about pushing as hard as possible for your current strength level. Whether you're lifting dumbbells, using resistance bands, or working with machine, consistency beats intensity. Arnold's goal isn't to impress anyone. It's to preserve health, function, and freedom. And that should be your goal too. Exercise number 3. Balance training. According to Dr. Peter Attia, balance training, it's not just important, it's essential. As we age, losing balance isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. One fall can change everything. But the good news is, balance can be trained.
There are lots of exercises that are great for balance. Anything that produces instability is great because it's, for lack of a better term, I've heard it described as problem solving for your foot.
Okay.
Right. So if you think about being on any unstable surface, even if you're just walking on an unstable surface, so if you were to look at a person's foot, their lower leg actually, as they're walking on a surface that's constantly changing, so like a gravel path or something like that, you're going to see, like if this were my lower leg, you would see the musculature of the lower leg constantly adjusting to it. And so, yeah, I really enjoy things that force that type of training.
And it starts from the ground up. Dr. Attia focuses on something called lower leg variability, training the small, often neglected muscles in your feet and ankles that help you stay upright. Here's a simple way to start. Single leg stand. Stand near a chair or wall. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and try to balance on the other. Keep your posture tall, knees soft. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Then switch sides. Aim for 2 to 3 rounds per leg. As you progress, try more advanced tools like a balance board or Dr. Attia's favorite, the blackboard, a tool that challenges your forefoot stability in very subtle but powerful ways. He calls it problem solving for your foot, a way to retrain your nervous system and rebuild stability from the ground up. Start simple, stay consistent, and over time you'll feel more confident with every step you take. Exercise 2. Grip strength. Why does it matter? Because research shows grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of overall health and longevity.
Grip strength, of all the strength metrics, it's one of the most highly correlated with longevity.
Dr. Peter Attia points out that low grip strength is linked to higher risk of falls, frailty, and even early death. Fortunately, training your grip is simple and can be done almost anywhere. Here's a great starting point: dead hangs.
We prefer to do it on a dead hang. So we make them hang from a bar.
Grab a pull-up bar or sturdy overhead surface. Let your body hang with your feet lightly touching the ground if needed. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds. Rest and repeat for 2 to 3 rounds. Focus on keeping your shoulders active, not shrugged. Here are the other great options. Farmer's carries. Grab 2 dumbbells or grocery bags and walk slowly for 30 to 60 seconds. Hand grippers or squeeze balls. Excellent for building endurance in the hands and forearms. Don't underestimate this one. Strong hands reflect a strong body, and keeping that grip sharp helps you stay independent, safe, and self-sufficient. Now here's the real game changer, the one most seniors never even hear about: jump training. Don't worry, this doesn't mean leaping tall buildings. We're talking about gentle, low-impact movements that wake up your fast-twitch muscle fibers. Why does that matter? Because those are the exact fibers your body uses to catch itself when you stumble. So if you want to prevent falls, this is gold. Here's how to do it. No gym, no equipment needed.
But even if you don't have access to that machine, jumping is a really important way to generate power.
Start with something called a low-level jump squat. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Bend your knees slightly, like you're about to sit in a chair. Then push through your feet and lift just a few inches off the ground. You don't have to go high. What matters is the quickness. That little burst of speed is what turns on those fast twitch fibers. Land soft. Let your knees bend as you touch down. That's 1 rep. Feeling good? Add a few more. Still too much? No problem. Start even smaller. Try jump rope without the rope. Just bounce lightly on the balls of your feet as if you're skipping rope. Same effect, less impact. Or try box step-offs. Stand on a low step or curb. Step off and land with a slight bounce like you're catching your balance. Then step back up. Simple, safe, powerful. Do this 2 to 3 times a week. Just a few minutes. You'll notice better balance, quicker reactions, and a stronger, more confident stride. Remember, it's not about jumping high. It's about waking up muscles that help you stay upright. That's what makes this one a true game changer.
I think jumping is a great way to do this, right? So I mean, I use certain specialized pieces of equipment that actually have power built into it, because power is different from strength, right? So strength is really the ability to is just the ability to move a force independent of the speed at which you move it. Power is the maximum combination of force and speed.
Okay.
So if you on the x-axis, if you were to put force, and on the y-axis, if you were to put power, the curve is an inverted U. So as the force or the weight that you're moving goes up, and you're trying to move it as fast as you can, you're getting more and more and more and more power. But then at some point, the weight gets so heavy that even as you continue to move it, it's going slower and slower and slower, so your power is going down. So there's a sweet spot there. So if you're just doing a vertical jump, that's power.
Arnold's habits for longevity. So now that you've learned the 4 key exercises to keep your legs and your life strong, let's take a moment to look at the daily habits that help Arnold Schwarzenegger stay mobile, sharp, and powerful in his 70s. Because it's not just what he does in the gym, it's what he does every day. Arnold keeps things simple but intentional. He eats only 2 meals a day, breakfast and dinner, keeping his body lean and light.
Like, I eat only 2 meals a day. I have
Really?
breakfast and have dinner. I don't have lunch because the system just slows down and it just doesn't burn off the stuff that well anymore.
As he puts it, the system slows down. So, eat less, move more. Cycling. Cycling is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's favorite daily habits. At 77, he still rides his bike to the gym every morning. Not just for cardio, but because cycling keeps your legs strong, joints safe, and mind sharp. Cycling targets your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves, the exact muscles that help you climb stairs, stand from a chair, and keep your balance. And unlike running, cycling is low impact, making it ideal if you have knee or joint concerns. Arnold uses cycling not just as a workout, but as part of his everyday routine. He says, ride your bike to lunch, to a date, to the gym, just ride. It's simple, sustainable, and incredibly effective at keeping your legs and your life moving forward.
Go and ride your bike to work, or out for dinner, or for lunch, or for a date, or whatever you want to do. Ride your bike instead of using your car. This is the important thing.
Pumping iron every single day. Even if it's just 45 minutes, Arnold never skips. He says, I will be working out until I die. That's how I fight death. That's how I stay alive.
Training is part of my life. It's that simple. Nothing will ever change until I die. I will be working out and I will be having a great time in the gym and I will be getting the pump. I want to feel good, and like I said, it's tough enough as it is when you get older, but you have to hold on. as much as you can.
It's not just about muscles anymore. It's about keeping the fire lit, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And that's a lesson we can all learn from. Leg strength is not just about walking or standing. It's about preserving your independence, your mobility, and your life. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, it's never too late to start. Follow these exercises, take a page from Arnold's playbook, and make movement your medicine. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, you're not training to look good. You're training to live well for as long as possible. If this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe for more longevity-focused content, and drop a comment. Which of these exercises are you starting today? Stay strong, stay mobile, and I'll see you in the next one.